Welcome to the Explainer. All right, today we're going to take a really close look at a piece of advice you've probably heard a million times. Fake it till you make it. But what if that's actually terrible advice? We're going to explore why this popular saying might just be a trap, and more importantly, what you can do instead.
Yep, there it is. You know the one. It's pitched as this, magic key to unlocking confidence and success, right? Just pretend you've got it all figured out and poof, one day you will. But is it really that simple? Is that how it works?
Because what if it's not a key at all? What if it's more like a trap? What if this little phrase that gets thrown around so much is actually setting you up to fail? Okay, let's really get into it and unpack why faking it could be the very thing holding you back. All right, so first things first, let's challenge the whole idea behind this so-called wisdom. Because it turns out, where your confidence actually comes from, it matters a whole lot.
So, the source we're looking at today makes a really strong point. Real, solid confidence isn't about pretending. It's not an act. It's based on something real, a genuine belief that you can actually get the job done. Now, this doesn't mean you have to be perfect right out of the gate, not at all. But it does mean you have a foundational belief in your ability to figure it out and do the work.
So, okay, what's the actual harm in faking it? I mean, beyond that nagging feeling of being an imposter, there are some real, concrete problems it causes. Let's break down the hidden costs of this whole mindset. And here's the absolute kicker. When your main goal is just to look like you know what you're doing, you completely shut down your ability to learn. Think about it. You can't learn from your mistakes if you're pretending you don't make any. Failure becomes something to hide, not something to learn from.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because this way of thinking, it spirals. Once you believe you have to fake it, you start looking around and assuming everyone else who's successful is faking it too. Suddenly, the world isn't a place where people build things of real value. Nope, it just becomes a world full of schemes and performances.
And this really lays it all out, doesn't it? It's like a fork in the road for how you see the world. You've got the faker's view on one side, where everything is just a performance and any mistake is something to be buried. But on the other side, you have the learner's view. And in that world, value is real, success is a process, and mistakes, they're not failures. They're just data. They're how you get better. Okay, so if faking it is a trap, then what's the alternative? Where do we go from here? Let's talk about building a better, more honest, and more ethical way to get where you want to go.
Instead of faking it, the idea is to shift your focus to two simple words: learn and progress. That's it. It's about trading in all that pretending for some genuine curiosity. You stop seeing your work as this one big, high-stakes performance and start seeing it for what it is, a series of experiments. Some will work, some won't, but you'll learn from all of them.
And this part is so important. It is totally okay not to be perfect. Seriously. The goal isn't to be flawless from day one. It's to embrace the stumbles as chances to learn. But, and this is the crucial part, it's about doing that learning on your own dime. You don't make your clients or your customers pay for your education.
Okay, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds nice, in theory, but how does this actually work in the real world? Like in an actual business with payroll and clients?
Well, the source for this whole idea, a business called Tax Lab, they actually live by this. And this quote right here is their promise to their clients. It completely changes the game when it comes to the relationship between a business and its customers. And this is more than just a company policy, right? It's a blueprint anyone can use. Step 1, you give it your absolute best shot. Step 2, you have checks and balances to catch mistakes. Step 3, if an error still gets through, you own it, you fix it. And step 4, the big one, you eat the cost. The client pays once for the job done right, period. And just look at the ripple effect of working this way. Your team can actually grow and learn without that crippling fear of making a mistake. You don't have to fake anything. You build instant trust with your clients because you're being upfront. And guess what? This whole honest process, it leads to a way better product or service in the end.
So, let's bring this home. How can you take this idea and apply it to what you do? Whether you're freelancing, running a company, or just trying to move up in your career, how do you make this work for you?
It really all boils down to this. This is the big takeaway. Success isn't about pretending you're something you're not. It's about being honest about where you are right now and staying super curious about where you can get to. So I want to leave you with a question to think about. A little challenge for yourself. Instead of faking it this week, what's just one thing, one area where you can drop the performance, be honest that you're still learning,
and just fully dive into the process of getting better.